There's a store I like selling prints. Let's see if we can find some. I have the overwhelming urge to feel something today, so I think we're gonna bike there. There are many things I haven't thought about. May have failed to mention this is a storm. Change of plans. I'm waiting for an Uber. The app said the bike had a problem unlocking. Look, I've learned to trust. I don't need 2 signs from the universe. Classic Brooklyn event. Just go to the end of the hall and you'll find the room you're looking for. But I guess I'm following the noise, right? I did a thing. I spent money. I feel like that spot was where all the cool people were at today. There was lots of good outfits there. Okay, wow, I'm back. Welcome to the family, Mr. Alexander Calder. I don't think I've ever actually bought a print in New York. Always a case of trying to find the right print at the right price. With you, the way inflation is in New York right now, art actually seems good value for money. Not be my choice of prints if I had more money. It was just one of those things, once I had the wall filled, I really never spent that much time revisiting it. It wasn't my dream spread, but I like how they fill the wall. Big case of lucky girl syndrome as well. Their promo story, like down in the corner, and immediately I was just, there's just some things in this life that when I'm drawn to them, I'm like, I have to own you. I asked them for a quote, just, you know, and they gave me a quote of 300, and I was kind of like, you know what? Surprised it was still there. It was just hanging up in the wall, screaming at me. Not only was it cheaper in person, like reiterated the price, and it was $250 on the day. Words, I'll take it, never jumped out of my mouth so quickly in my life. It's the first day of Libra season. I feel like the kind of adventure I just went on, any Libra would approve of. I think I've honored the start of the season. When I say this day has been in the works for months, it's finally here. Special delivery from B&H. Shout out to B&H, by the way. This is not like a sponsored video. I'm not paid to do this, but they did send me this, so for that reason I'm gonna kind of call them the sponsors. I'm collaborating with them in exchange for what is in this box, and trust me, it has a benefit for you guys. For next photographer slash camera tech enthusiast. This is like Christmas. This is better than Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new vlogging camera. I've always used my Sony. I've had 2 of them, got them both from B&H. The entire 7 years I've been in New York, I've only shot exclusively on my Sony B&H Photo, which is like an iconic New York tech equipment for everything establishment. I think I bought my DJ decks there also. I have a good relationship with them. I've spoken at some of their events in the past. So I'm just super excited that they're upgrading my equipment. I shot my model friend Talia here for IFA Ireland back in like end of January, and I was taking some BTS photos on her Canon G7X. And I was blown away. And I love my Sony to death. I'm not bashing her. She served me well, but it does not take good photos. The photos on this camera were just so incredibly beautiful. A return of digital photos, and also just photos that I can use for work. I can just like hand to someone, because like DSLRs are like, a lot of the time you need to know your way around shooting. One thing that's always irked me about the Sonys is the color isn't super nice. Today it's overcast, so the colors are quite balanced, but I always find them not very saturated. That Canon in general is known for its color sensors. So I hope one of these batteries is charged, because I want to do a flip before and after camera switch out. Okay, so let's count this as the before we switch out the camera, and this is after on the Canon G7X. Screens can show up different, so I'm not really gonna know until I bring this into editing. We like it. I didn't really see any options for 4K. If it isn't, I will figure that out. Shout out to my B&H family. I will leave the link to the camera in the description below. Like I said, they did gift me this camera. It was something I was going to buy myself at some point anyway. It felt like a want, not a need, when I do have a perfectly working camera, but at the same time I was kind of getting frustrated and tired with shooting on the Sony. So I'm excited that I can put money in my mortgage fund instead of into camera equipment for once. And we do an outfit check-in. This is what we have going on underneath. So very buckly, very cutesy micro mini, which is a skirt underwear, built-in underwear situation. The jacket in the bag kind of cools everything down. There it is. Oh, Anyone with Asian hair will know the Asian hair flip. First impressions, I like it a lot. The autofocus seems to be a little slower, but I'm gonna mess around with the settings. So like I said, I literally just turned this on, stuck a memory card in it. Technically already shot this vlog on my other camera, so we are gonna be switching back to the old camera, and hopefully it'll also give you an idea of comparison as we go along in the vlog. Do a photo test for Instagram Reels, because I know that this camera has a lot of settings that make it easy to take your own pictures. That should be done by the time this YouTube goes live, because I need to be able to see the photo quality as well as Instagram Reels, so I'll make sure that it's out. So I've been loving how I've been styling my hair lately. I will do a tutorial in the next vlog. I feel like I've really gotten a grip with my hair for the first time in what feels like 2 or 3 years. Like I have the right haircut, the right technique. It's all coming together. It's taken a year or so, but it's all coming together, and I promise in the next vlog. Anyway, let's continue with the vlog. This is what pre-shoot looks like. I feel like my period is about to come like any minute. Prepping this morning, I printed off the shot list. Last night I steamed all of the clothes. I've got the shoes ready. These are some of the locations. Chloe's gonna come over and help me shoot it on the big camera. I haven't done like a big DSLR camera digi shoot in a while. I like to shoot on my full frame Canon 6D, but this lens is a really beautiful lens, the 24. I think this is a prime lens, but I just find that you can get every style of portraiture or like outfit shot with this. It's so easy to get lots of variations of different shots and styles of portraiture, because you're just able to flip between 50mm, 70mm, and get even closer than that. Oh my god, it looks so crazy right now. But I got an early morning video shoot. I think it's a video shoot. Oh, she needs a brush. An Irish team that I know is coming around. If you're in Ireland, you might know this stylist called Courtney Smith, and she has this like Closet Confidential is it a podcast? Doing video for it now. She's in New York and she's coming over to film an episode. So it's a busy day, because I also have a campaign shoot I have to do afterwards. Yesterday was crazy, it didn't go to plan at all. Very Mercury in retrograde shadow period, but we adapted, we moved. A really full on day, which is why I pinned my hair, because I need it to last, but it's okay. I can kind of refresh it halfway through the day anyway. Hey! Got Mike on the camera. Okay, oh sorry.
Will we do like a thin island? There's a lot of little towns, and it starts way at the one end. Like you get further and further longer on Fire Island, there's less road.
We're in the creative flow, my friends. I'm in such a good mood. Period's about to drop any second, so I shouldn't be. A smooth shoot, like it was an hour and 40, bish bash bosh, full on interview, mic'd up, shot 4 outfits outside on the roof, clocked it out, and yeah, I think working with people in the industry that have like tons of experience, things always just go so smooth, in such good form, and it means I have extra time to plan. Yesterday I was telling you that Chloe was coming over to shoot and I was really excited. It was like a miscommunication for the amount of time I needed her for, and I was just like, look, come tomorrow, we'll do it tomorrow. When things like this happen, I always just say to myself, you're exactly where you're meant to be, and I actually did end up having a very productive day. Oh, 222 on the timer. Thanks, Spirit, for the confirmation. I hope no one like gets offended by me saying that, or like gets weird about that. Like, it's ironic most of the time when I'm saying it. I'm not over here trying to impose any kind of belief system on you or anything. It's off to a great start, and it's only Wednesday, but I will be glad to wrap today. I've just been here like planning and going through my mood board and going even deeper, so knowing like each outfit for each location and each pose for each location, and I think it'll just make things a bit more straightforward for today, instead of like just aimlessly shooting and shooting too much, because I actually only need 5 good shots of each outfit. Yay for creative flow. We're wrapped. I'm so sorry, I have no clips with Chloe, but she was an absolute star. Do you not notice, like, I don't know if some of you have ever willed your period to come later or come sooner. I truly believe that you can talk to your body and ask it to hold off on your period, like in situations like this. I've done it for vacations, holidays, seeing your man a certain time. I won't stop my period for 2 months with my mind. If you haven't tried it, just keep that nugget of information in your back pocket. Current light dinner hyperfixation. I wasn't in the mood for chicken for a while, but now I'm back, I kind of am. But I made this delicious salad dressing. Look how creamy it is. I've kind of only recently, you're gonna laugh, I did not grow up in a Dijon mustard household, okay? So it's a new word for me. I've made a lot of salad dressings before, but just weirdly not the basic ones. But you know, we learn here every day that Dijon makes the best, easiest salad dressing. That one's in there. The olive oil I used was this Graza one. I like this one, but there's salt, pepper, big squeeze of fresh lemon juice and apple cider vinegar. Oh, there's a little drizzle of maple syrup in there as well, and it is absolutely delicious. And I completely eyeballed it. No recipe, so those are like the fail-safe ingredients. Chicken, which I've taken the time to respect by, what's the word? Tenderizing. And the base of the salad is just what's left in the fridge, but it's so good. It's spinach and Swiss chard under there. It's kind of disappearing in there because I just put it on the pan for a minute just to wilt it down a little bit because it's just easier on my digestion. I always say it, I've said it in my How to Start Healing Yourself video. Leave it down below, but if you find that you're really bloated after eating healthily or eating like a big salad, try to cut down on the raw ingredients. If your gut isn't in tip top, it's just a lot for your body to digest, and I just kind of go with the Ayurvedic tip. Leafy greens, I try and cook them down, but cucumber is fine, broccoli sprouts. Put a little bit more dressing all over the chicken, but that is dinner. My favorite thing is simple food done well. Like, I like my healthy food as much as I like my unhealthy food. Super yummy, light on the stomach. These sprouts are, I think, the most nutrient dense green that you can eat. So if you're gonna bother eating greens, they pack a punch, highly recommend. I haven't shared a recipe in a while, so I hope you enjoyed. This is my current perfect iced mocha recipe that you didn't ask for. Today's secret ingredient is this because I've been trying to use it up, and this is my favorite way I've found to use it because it wasn't really working as like a drizzly syrup. I don't know if it was the packaging or what, and it wasn't really working well when I poured it directly into the espresso. It's kind of thick, right? It's not really like a drizzler. I have a real bone to pick with when you order an iced mocha. I find that they always use too much. Everywhere you go, they give you like the richest, darkest iced mocha to the point where you cannot taste any coffee. This goopy stuff is, it has that really nice powdery flavor. Is so good. I'm also adding some extra honey because this girl's gonna be a sweet girl. Get a nice little chocolatey slurry going on at the bottom, and I'm doing the oat milk. I've been really liking this organic oat milk. Doesn't upset my tummy. I've honestly just had the chocolate and the oat milk the last 2 nights. I don't know if it's the Asian in me. I grew up on iced Milo, and flavor of this just really reminds me of that. And I've got a double espresso. I always feel like these are a bit more than an average double espresso. Like, this is 80 mils of coffee. Anyways, in it goes. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, some more for you guys. Money shot, money shot, money shot. That is what I'm talking about. NYC Steamers is coming over in exchange for posting about them on Instagram, but I've seen all of my friends get it done and it's so satisfying. I've had this couch for 5 years and it isn't super dirty, but if you kind of go over to the side, I always find you can kind of see the discoloration. And they're also going to do my mattress. It's going to be here soon and I need to like strip the bed and just like get it all ready for them. So dark today, guys. I honestly cannot get over it. This is the kind of day you just look outside and you feel like, ugh, is summer over? Well, it feels like it today. Wondering how I store my blankets. Ugh. So you're able to see a bit easier on an iPhone picture, but there is like staining here. Like in real life, this discoloration is very prominent, and I don't know whether it's going to be revivable, like whether it's like the fabric after wearing or whether it's dirt. But yeah, it's a little bit noticeable when you like walk into the apartment from like certain angles. My hair after hitting the rain. At Canteen, we're doing their BLT on seeded sourdough, and it's I'm just making the most of BLT season. I actually feel really bad for the guy coming because he's driving all the way from the Upper East Side. That's like an hour drive, so I got him a bougie $4 La Cantine or Nick & Sons. I think they get their pastries from Nick & Sons, which is a really good bakery in Brooklyn, by the way. It's always like lying out the door. I think the reason why La Cantine is so good is because they get all of their bread from there. got him this snack and also like this adorable Starbucks like mini frappuccino. So like, what is this outfit? I don't know, I've just come back to New York feeling like I want to take care of myself a bit more. Do you think that there is a magic to spending time on how you look? Like, it's a ritual. I also think there's like a magical aspect to that. And what I know, I don't see it as just this thing that people do to always impress other people. I think that putting on your makeup can be very meditative, and it can be maybe the only part of your day where you get to sit with yourself and think. I've been feeling very uninspired with my style. Like, I had my capsule pieces down for a while, but like, I think as somebody that does love messing with fashion and personal style and trying the odd trend here and there, I don't think I'll ever be completely satisfied with just like never shopping again. That when I get the urge to buy something, I'm generally buying like vintage or secondhand now. The outfit series on Instagram that I've been doing has been really helping, and I've gotten great feedback on it too. I'm kind of mixing like mindful moments with outfits. I feel like there's certain times of the year where you just feel like that, like you feel the urge to switch things up, express yourself in a different way. Like, yeah, if I don't think about my outfit, I just feel like I end up just wearing this. And this doesn't make any sense. This is fine for like mooching around the apartment, but I wanna still feel good even on days when I'm just at home, you know. Anyway, BLT time. Oh my god. Also, the sandwiches are always like so big. Sometimes when I get the BLT, because it's such a small loaf of sourdough, I find that the slices can be a bit off. I think they kind of nailed this look. I added red onion and cheddar cheese. It's so good. Sandwich dance. Wow, whoever's in the kitchen today really slayed. From like certain angles on the velvet. I think it looks so good. There's still a slight little bit of wear that obviously wasn't dirt. And then this is the after of the mattress cleaning. It definitely didn't get all of the stains out. Like, there's a very light stain on the side that's more lived in, but overall I would say it's like 90% clean. This is actually quite damp and quite wet, and just a note, he did ask me, did I have anywhere to sleep tonight? And I was just like, why? And he was just like, because it's going to be wet. And they didn't actually tell me that. Anyway, I have a blow up bed in my closet, so I think I'll have to sleep on that tonight. Why that is, and I know exactly what I want to do. But it's also the stuff that I'm like the most scared of. She's a tired girl. I know a lot of you didn't catch last week's vlog. I don't know if it was because it was just a flop vlog or because I put it on Premiere. I feel like this has happened to me before, where I've set my video for Premiere so that like people can see that it's coming, and I think it really messes with the views. There's 2 weeks between the vlogs, and in all of October, out of the 5 Sundays, I'm aiming to upload at least 4 times. I'm gonna try and go for the 5 because it's my birthday month. I want to celebrate my birthday by giving you guys extra videos. It's been a while since I had like a total video flop. Feel free to go show it some love. Not much happened in it, I will admit, because it was like my first week back. I spent that entire week just catching up on deadlines. I had a collective tarot card reading for all of you guys at the start, and I spoke about having some fun and kind of scheduling in letting your hair down, and by God, did I do that Saturday night. Favorite kind of nights are the nights where you don't expect to be out that long, and they just end up being these like beautiful, perfect nights. People over, a little bit of a low-key loft party kind of vibe, and it was lovely. One of my favorite people to go out and enjoy music with. Yes, I went out dancing. DJ Cozy was playing groovy, just carefree type of a dancey set. It was so much fun. I truly think like going out and having a dance where you're moving your entire body and you don't care what you look like is one of the ultimate forms of therapy. I could take that one off. Honestly, if I get out like once a month for a good music set, like I'm pretty happy. What else? Oh yeah, I had a hypnosis session with my good friend Kelsey Kotzer yesterday. She was textbook. It was such a lovely session. I love doing hypnosis sessions on friends. They always just come out really, really good because the trust is there. So that was yesterday, and then I have another one tomorrow. So it's a pretty jam-packed week. Feeling back, I'm feeling very much in my creative flow. We filmed some nice stuff this week. I'll have you guys watch on your TV, but if you can jump on and leave me a comment and just let me know what you think of the vlogs I want to see more of, I would really appreciate it. It helps the video, but it also helps me not have a floppy vlog and know what you guys want to see. I have at least one surprise for you guys upload wise that I got your help on making based off of your feedback. If you have any more, let me know, and that you're feeling that little taste of better energy starting to come through. October is gonna be a preview month. The metaphysical calendar, October is the start of the year in a lot of senses, so I think it's gonna be that trailer. So pay attention to the themes in October. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.